Stoke fan Ewan says, I don't know how to react when we're actually good. Not used to this feeling. If you're a Stoke fan, I'm a bit confused looking at the table as well. When you're in good company, we've got 5 Stoke fans here who also can't believe just how good Stoke are this season. Welcome to Where Potters Walk, where we do 20 minutes of reviewing every single Stoke City game. Coming up this week, this team actually gets it. They're fitter, they're sharper. Are you starting to believe? We're also talking about Rigo's debut. How good was he? And does that mean that Junho does not get back in this side? And has this been the best ever transfer window for the Potters? And finally, join us at the end because we're asking, would you rather see Stoke promoted or England win the World Cup? We'll get into that debate in a second. But Carl, we are chatting after that Birmingham City game. I mean, second half you made heavy work of it, but how impressive was Stoke?
Very impressive. I'm trying to still work out whether Birmingham were that poor or whether we made them look poor. Even though we didn't have much of the ball second half, we made hard work of it. I never felt like they were going to score. They kept coming forward, but they got nothing. Bosun Lawal, he was an absolute beast at the back. Everything they had, Stansfield kept coming forward. It just completely run the game, the defenders did in the second half. I wasn't worried at all. I thought Birmingham were very poor, but that's not to take away how good I thought we were the first half. I thought we were absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, 20 million Stansfield, by the way, don't forget. That's his proper name, don't forget. Liam Charlie says they ran themselves into the ground. This team gets it. Plus we've had Devon saying this is the year, and TJ saying would dare to dream. Where are you at, Liam? You've watched 5 games now, plus all the cup games as well. Is this the year?
It depends what you define the year as. I mean, I started hoping we'd finish probably between 12th and 10th. I'm still looking at games thinking of that. I'm not looking at us as being anywhere near the top. It's been that bad over the past 7-8 years. I'm just loving every minute of it for now. I'm not in the mindset that this will continue forever, but as long as it does, I'm going to be happy about it. And like Carl said, it was easy work Saturday, absolutely easy work. Birmingham had the ball, but the amount of conversations me and you had last season where I spoke to Stoke fans and they go, we were good second half, we were the better team. But it's because the other team didn't need to do anything against us, and we didn't need to do anything against Birmingham. We could let them have the ball. They could play about with it all they wanted. It offered absolutely nothing, and the crowd was dire. Birmingham fans absolutely silent.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah, they weren't very happy on their podcast. I can comment on that one. All right, let's talk about the goal then, shall we, Ryan? A little bit here. Yeah, so even I think the Stoke correspondent for the local paper, Ben Rowley, says an out-swinging corner to Lawyer. What's going on? I mean, you haven't seen an out-swinging corner from Stoke City since 2002, I don't think, have we?
Yeah, eyeglass is a bizarre goal. To be honest, the keeper should be doing better. It's looped straight over the keeper's head. But I think I've got to give respect to Mbama as well. I think he did actually put the keeper off a bit. And it's just dipped over his head and gone in. And Bosun Lawal, what a cracking header that is. I mean, he wasn't even close to the keeper. He was on more or less the edge of the box. So, it was a great corner, great header, and it was just perfectly moved out.
Are we sure it's his goal, Ryan, by the way? Is there not a touch coming off? Is it Junho?
It's Divine Mbama, I think. It's Lawal's goal. Yeah. I'm going to give it Lawal.
Okay. Right.
He deserved the goal.
Yeah,
just seemed go in slow mode, didn't it, that header? It seemed to take ages at the net from the moment it left his head.
Yeah.
I can't get used to this positivity. We just need...
No, I know. It's horrible, isn't it?
It feels weird.
It
It feels weird. It feels like when your wife's had a haircut and you don't like it, and
don't tell her. Don't. No, she's gonna see that now.
I know she will. Right then, Adam. Dave says Wilmot and Million were brilliant today, and this time last year I thought Junior was miles off it and need him alone. He's come on brilliantly and looks solid. Happy Saturday night, Potters. Yeah, gosh. The takings down Hanley are going to be up, aren't they, if Stoke carry on this?
I don't know about that. But yeah, you look at the tweet. I thought the first half was and this is a bold statement, but I thought it's the best half of football we've produced since we've been relegated. We were absolutely unstoppable. And yeah, Birmingham didn't offer much, but Million, they couldn't get a glove on him. It was the best performance for him, certainly. He was, pulling all the tricks out of the bag and taking men on and running at them. And then with Mbama and, of course, Sorba Thomas on the other side, I think the difference last season is you stopped Million, you stopped Stoke. And I don't think teams know how to defend against us now. You can go and double up on Million, but that leaves Thomas free. You go and double up on Thomas, and you've got Mbama, who, again, another one is such a hard-working striker. I think he's the most hard-working striker we've had. He never stops. He's always giving it 100%. But that seems to be throughout the squad. You look at the two wing-backs like you mentioned there. Cresswell is an absolutely Rolls Royce of a player. I do not know how he's landed at Stoke. He's class personified. He just doesn't look like he breaks sweat and makes it look easy. But yeah, you can see that through the whole squad. I think the only thing for me is that lack of substitutions again. We left it a little bit late. Birmingham come into the game. You could see the team was blowing out the back ends, and he could have made a few changes a bit earlier on. And the only thing I'm worried about for the season really is Mbama, how crucial he is to how we play with those two other forward men coming off him. If he gets injured, I worry what we would do there, because I don't think Bosniak or Gallagher naturally are a similar type of striker to him. We'd have to start feeding balls into the air to them too, and that'd change the whole style of how we play. But yeah, fantastic. 4 out of 5 wins. Can't knock it, can we?
Absolutely not. And plus a debut as well, George, for your new Slovak star. Stokey73 says a very decent debut, well done. Wayne, our old friend Wayne, hello Wayne, if you watch it, says he's an absolute baller. I don't think Junho gets to start another game after that debut. How impressed were you, George?
I think he's absolutely brilliant on the ball as well. The way he passed and got the ball back, I think he's absolutely excellent. I think he's going to be a really important player for us this season in the midfield.
I think as well the comments around Junho getting in, I think they're all different types of players as well. And what I'm most pleased about is the acquisitions we've done over the summer with the players we've got is that they're all interchangeable. Rigo can play as an 8 and a 10. Not sure if he's played as a 6 as much, but Baker seemed to be playing in that deeper line midfield position yesterday. Can play as a 10. Junho can play as a 10 and can play on the wing. Cisse can play across the front. So lots of options there. So I think Junho will get game time.
Sheffield United, Carl, have sat says this week, and there's a shortlist been drawn up of managers to replace him. We think Chris Wilder's going to head there, but on that list, about halfway down, is one Mark Robbins. Could you see a club that like Sheffield United? I mean, West Ham are looking for managers. He's not on that list that I've seen, but throughout the season, are you going to get a little bit more worried that the good start you've had is actually probably going to mean his name's going to get discussed more often than not?
I'm not surprised Sheffield United are after him, because every player we have, Sheffield United want. They had Harry Souttar offers, they had Tyrese Campbell, they snatched Tom Cannon offers. Every Stoke sort of player or anything related with Stoke, they seem to want lately. But no, there's no chance. I don't think he'll go anywhere. I think he's quite happy with the board, coach. He's happy working with Walters. He took it on as a bit of a project, and I think for him to leave anywhere during this season with the work he's done so far, he'd have to start from scratch again, wouldn't he, at any other club? He'd have to get his own players in and all that lot. So obviously it becomes a worry if he's with us for another season, another 2 seasons, and he continues doing well. Because let's face it, every other manager that's come into this club in the last 8 years has not done the job he's done in this season and a half so far. He's a good manager. We knew that. I think one of the questions last season, if we could pick any manager from another club, who would he be? And I think both me and Liam said straight away we'd have Mark Robbins, and we're lucky enough that we've landed on him. We've got the man we wanted.
Okay. Other crowds coming back, Liam, now to the Bet365. Are we getting the attendances coming back? Are people starting to come back to Stoke, given the start you've had?
They are. It has gone up somewhat. I think it'll take a little bit more, and it'll take some adversity maybe of what we've previously lacked. Like, if you ask any Stoke fan next game away at QPR, that is a loss for Stoke, 100%. I think we've won against QPR away once in about 25 years. So it'll be things like if we come away from QPR with a point, and then maybe get a win the next home game, it'll start gradually dragging people back. There's people coming now who haven't been for years who I know, bloody glory hunters. But yeah, it'll slowly come back if you win that. It's the brutality of football. Isn't it? You've got your people who go week in, week out, no matter what, and then you've got some people who just come for the atmosphere and it gets better, which it is what it is. So winning breeds winning, and winning breeds fans. That's the only thing that'll keep them coming.
I think we've got a ticket offer on as well for the next home game, right? So I think you get a good result against QPR. You go into that ticket offer game against Norwich, I think it is, with loads of positivity, and you might keep half of those fans that turn up just going for the ticket offer. So we shall see.
I know as well on here, I can put it on here that yesterday a mate of mine that's a Port Vale fan attended. He won't be watching this, but if he do, you know who you are.
I think anyone who sat through Pellick football last year needs a free season ticket. Right. Yes, so transfer window has now closed, so of course we're asking for our final discussion on this. How well did Stoke do out of 10? And was this the best ever transfer window that Stoke have had? Ryan, can you kick this off for us? A number from 1 to 10? How good was it?
An 8, 100%. Lacked on. I mean, I'm dreading come to December when Junho goes up on. And we need a right back because Mia's, I think a lot of us have seen that he just hasn't got it yet, unfortunately. And I think we just needed another backup keeper instead of the lovely Jack Bonham. So I'm going to go with an 8.
Okay. George?
I'll do 7.5. We've done really well business-wise. Yeah, I think definitely backup right back would be good.
Yeah. Well, cheers, George. I love these youngsters, hey, Carl, that you give them 10 numbers and they can't even choose one.
Why are you saying these youngsters and not including me, Liam, or Adam, and them youngsters? Solid 8 out of 10 for me. Again, we needed a right back. Striker, I think Bosniak's probably going to be a season where he gets used to English football, so I'd have liked another striker because, as Adam touched, if Mubama goes out injured, we are desperately short because Gallagher continues to be a sick note.
Right, okay. Liam?
I don't think I can say because I gave us an 8 last season and they all failed. So I'm going to go 8 again, but a better 8 than last year's 8, if that makes any sense.
Got it.
So it's 11 out of 10 for you then this season.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Finish this off, Adam.
Yeah, I'd say the same. It's an 8 again, and I echo what William's saying there. I think we started the last season when you saw Vidigal and people were really performing at the start of the season. We thought we'd done brilliantly, and obviously that petered out the closer we got to Christmas. So let's wait till the weather turns a little bit colder and see if some of these signings are happy to do it on a cold, wet night on a Tuesday night at Stoke. The old saying. But yeah, right back and another striker we probably needed, and that'd have been a 10.
Okay. Right, we'll be here next week to review that QPR result. The international break always brings up the same old question about club versus country. So as our final debate this week, I'll just paint a scenario for you and tell me which of these two you would prefer. It's the last day of the season, all 5 of you in your shorts and your sunglasses down on a very sunny Bristol City away game. Middlesbrough have just lost to Wrexham away, and you've beaten Bristol City to win the league and be promoted back to the Premier League, and you're having a party out in Bristol. Or you can wait a month and with all your mates in a beer garden watch England lift the World Cup a month later. Which one would you prefer? George?
For me, it's got to be club, home and away, supporting Stoke. It's got to be Stoke for me to win the league.
Adam.
I got a feeling I'm going to be the controversial one here and say country. Now, I would always say club over country every time, but having been there, experienced it, been to pretty much every ground, seen us in Europe, the likelihood of us winning an FA Cup or the Premier League isn't going to happen. And I'm wanting on to win a trophy in my lifetime. I think that's the pinnacle of football, right? To see a country lift the World Cup. So just because we've done it before, I'm going to go for England this time.
Okay. Brian?
I'm going to have to go club because I don't want to be celebrating something with Vale fans. So I'm going to go club because they don't deserve anything to hear about.
Okay. Make it, Carl.
Again, club. I've lived it to know how good it was. England, if they win the World Cup, it's a great achievement. It'd be a great celebration, but it'd be forgot about. At least if you get promoted, you've then got to go to all the big grounds. You've got the big boys down the ground again. So, yeah, club for me, promoted.
Okay, Liam.
I'm going country. I've seen us promoted. I've seen us in the FA Cup final, Europe, 3 ninth place finishes. Celebrating with your mates winning a World Cup would be next level. And if you think I want to go up to that Tin Pot League and get VAR decisions and talking about how good Liverpool are and how bad Man U are and nothing about your own club, then it doesn't wash with me. I'd be happy at the time, but I wouldn't be happy when we're up there.
Yeah, it's amazing how many fans have said that, actually. I think, Derby fans said, look, I'll happily watch Derby in the Championship for 10 years than go and spend 1 year in the Premier League.
As long as we finish above 16th,
Yeah.
As long as we finish above 16th, yeah.
The fact for me that I get more disillusioned with the Premier League every year. I've watched some of the games this weekend. I've watched the Manchester Derby today, and they're not exciting games. VAR's ruining it. And when your average midfielder is costing you 40 million quid now in the Premier League, I look at it to shake my head and think, why would we even want to go up there and pay those kind of transfer fees? It's ludicrous. I don't think as much money as we've got, it's getting beyond the realms of teams like us being able to compete. And I think you've seen that in recent years with the teams that going up are coming straight back down because they just can't afford to stay up there anymore.
I just want to see Haaland do it on a cold, wet Tuesday night in Stoke.
He would easily.
Andy would, yeah.
Right, good chat this week. Thank you, fellas. All of you. Thank you, though, of course, for watching as well. Enjoy your trip to QPR, those that you're heading to London this weekend, and we'll see you 7 days' time to review it all. Thank you very much for watching. Do press a subscribe before we go. We'd love to get to 150 subscribers. That'd be absolutely amazing. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in 7 days.